I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash, can't ride with
Alright man, so we back with another video. We're gonna do these a little different this year. Since first joint go around, it didn't go as well as expected. Today we're gonna be doing a ranking of every single takeover in the game. We will still be tier listing the takeover perks, which I didn't do in the first season, but now that I have every single takeover perk, I can now give my honest, valid opinion of the takeover perks and which ones you should be using and which one you shouldn't. So yeah, we can do all that in this video. If you guys do want more, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Further ado, let's hop into it. So when it comes to the takeovers in NBA 2K24, they've now combined takeovers and now we just pretty much have playmaking, shooting, finishing, defense, and physicals. They pretty much have the 4 categories and just through physicals as a takeover. So with that being said, we're gonna rank all 5 of these takeovers from least to greatest, worst to best. Let's hop into it. Alright, let's hop straight into it. Coming in at last place, worst takeover in NBA 2K24 has to be finishing take. Now, finishing take did just get a little bit of a buff with how easy standing dunks is. So if you're a big man, I guess you could argue it should be higher. But even still, I would even say for a big man, playmaking would even be a little bit better because the fact that you can give all your teammates +4 to their offensive capabilities. When you pass in the ball, you give them all this type of boost, and that in the third, you can boost their badges, all that. Like, yeah, it can help a lot. And with the big man kind of being that type of position where you're trying to help your teammates and stuff like that in a lot of ways, I think that could be a little bit more useful than the finishing because you can still do a lot of the stuff that you're doing in finishing take without having it at a really high rate. And I think with everything else, like, you get such a significant boost to everything else in their takeovers that since like finishing, like, they kind of nerfed it a lot. Like, somebody just sit in paint, it's just tough to get a dunk on them. Now, standing dunk meters are really not that hard this year, but especially if you want to do the pausing. But when it comes to finishing, you don't get the blow-bys in it. That's in physicals. You get the advanced gathers, you do get the finishing moves where it's easy to make layups, it's easy to make dunks, it's easy to do dunk meters, whether it be all that. But I just think the other ones just have better boosts. Now, if you don't know how these joints work, for finishing, you get +10 to every finishing stat. So close shot, dunk, standing dunk, layup. It gives you to anything inside the paint, like scoring wise, you get +10. I think you even get +10 to post hooking. But yeah, that's pretty much what you get for finishing. You don't, like, the in-game benefits aren't crazy. I don't think it's bad or anything. It's just like finishing got like the most nerf, I feel like, especially for dunking. Layups are really OP. Standing dunk meters are still pretty OP, but the dunk meter, like, if you're already not good at it and somebody just sitting paint, you're not gonna dunk them. But like, if there's somebody trying to come over, you can already dunk those guys without the finishing take. It's just now with finishing take, it's gonna be a super big green window. But if somebody just standing in the paint, it's gonna still be a really small green window. So yeah, I would have to say finishing is the worst one. Another thing that I kind of did leave out of finishing that you do get like within this take exclusive contact dunks, but like, you know what I'm saying, that's just cool, nothing crazy in my opinion. Coming in at number 4, the 4th best one or the 2nd worst one, playmaking. It's kind of simple. I think the last 3 is kind of close, but 3rd, I think if you're a guard using playmaking take, you can now help your teammates hit shots at a way higher rate. You help their attributes, so their offensive attributes, all of their offensive attributes go up +4. You can boost their badges. You can, I don't think it actually helps their takeovers, but it could. It may does, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I just know it does help your badges. It helps your attributes, and it also helps your teammates be able to shoot off the catch. It helps them shoot off the catch tremendously, whether you're doing a post pass or just a pass in general. So playmaking take is cool. It's not nothing crazy, but yeah, it's just playmaking take. It's not not nothing crazy. Now, same thing with finishing. When it comes to the plus 10s that you get pretty much everything for playmaking. But the thing is, it's a big nerf to what it used to be. You used to still get like acceleration, speed. You no longer get that. You get everything passing, you get ball handle, and you get speed of ball, which is kind of the things that kind of got nerfed from finishing. Because finishing, you would get all those physicals. You will also get speed of ball. You will also get ball handle. But now you only get like inside scoring stuff. Where playmaking, you only get playmaking things. So dribbling, how fast you dribble, which is speed with ball, and like your passing ability. That's it. That's all you get. Coming in at number 3, the physicals take. Now, physicals is a very underrated take because anything that was a physical takeover in previous 2Ks is now within physical take. So you have easy blow-bys. They now have new like things within it, which is like the immovable enforcer animation. So like I would say it's like extreme clamps kinda within this take as well. You get a lot of different things within this take, and you also get plus 10 to every physical. So you got plus 10 to acceleration, plus 10 to strength. So you can actually get even better bulldozer animations within this take as well. So yeah, it's a lot of things that you can do within this take, but besides that, I would say it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing crazy in my opinion. I would say the last 3, they're good, but like they're not on the level of the top 2. In my opinion, I think it's a big gap between the top 2 and the last 3. But I do think physicals out of the bottom 3 is the best one because it does give you all those things on the physicals. It does have really good in-game abilities, and they're really useful in-game abilities. I feel like for the playmaking, there's some useful in-game abilities, but like if you're a guard, there's a just for sure takeover you're going with over this. If like, I feel like for physicals, there's a lot of usefulness if you're a slasher. There's a lot of usefulness if you're a lock. There's a lot of usefulness if you're a big. It just is that simple. I think more people would use it in that type of stuff. And then coming in at number 2, the second best takeover in the game, the defensive rebounding. Now, this is now combining every defensive take with every rebounding take. So pretty much all the rebounding in-game abilities, you now get that within this. And all the defensive in-game abilities, you get that within this. Now, you don't get those immovable enforcer stuff, which I guess you could kind of say is extreme clamps. You don't really get that within this take, but you still get like, you get that boost to every single defensive stat or rebounding stat plus 10. So steal, perimeter defense, all that type of stuff, you get plus 10. I think you even get lateral quickness plus 10. I don't think that's part of physicals. So you still get stuff like that. You get shot contest plus 10. You get pass perception, which is like a rating that people don't really see, but that's really to help your pass lanes. You get block plus 10, interior defense plus 10. You get all that plus 10 while still having all those in-game abilities. So you get the better blocking animations. So you get block animations within this takeover. You can now see where the ball is going to go. You get better screen animations. You get a lot of different things within this defensive rebounding takeover. And I think it's a really big gap. It's like by far the best big man takeover. And it comes in at number 2. You could argue it's better than the next one, but I'm going to be honest. You could even say that you would use this takeover before you use this one for a big. But I would say, especially for how important defense is and how good defense is, you definitely could probably still argue going with the next one over this one. But it still comes at number 2, and I think it is a gap between the last 3. Coming at number 1, I don't know what made 2K in their right mind allow you to put this takeover on any build, but 2K kind of crazy. Sharp take or shooting take. This is combining shot creator and sharp. So now you can get ankle breakers within your take. You have a boost of phase within your take. You got the negative impact in your take. You got the ability to shoot from limitless. You got bigger green windows when you're take. It's like, but they're giving you so much within shooting take. And now it's the only way you can get plus 10 to threes. So say for instance, no matter what 3-ball you have, you now have plus 10 to your 3-ball ability. And you also have a bigger green window because of the in-game ability. So it's a lot of people able to shoot on like really low 3-point rating builds because of this. And like, say for instance, you're a lock, you pop take, you're now auto. Big man, you pop take, you're now auto. It's like if you have like a 70 plus for sure, but it's a lot of people going with just 55 or 50 and be able to shoot consistently already without taking. When they pop take, they're super consistent. So yeah, sharp take, yeah, it has to be the number 1 take. It doesn't really matter what you are, a guard, a lock, a big. It doesn't really matter. Like it just is the best takeover in the game. Like it's the most overpowered. 2K allowing any build to be able to put this on is crazy. It is crazy. And yeah, that's the takeover that has to come in at number 1 on the list. All right, and now moving on into the takeover perks. Now when it comes to the takeover perks, we're gonna be ranking all these joints the same way as we always have. Broken is really more for like the stuff that is overpowered or even something that may even need to be patched. Top tier, something that just has to be put on. And then usable is something I can see people use, and don't use is something I just would not recommend. Let's hop into it. Accelerator. This year, in my opinion, Accelerator is cool, but like there's just other ones that I feel like is better. It's not something that you just have to grind to, especially with how hard they make it to get on 2K this year. Like where you have to get every takeover to get this take. Like you have to do all the challenges to get every other takeover to get this one take. And it's not like a significant boost as it was previous year. Like, so say for instance, like this year, if you have Sponge, you can get take within like 3 assists. If you have Acceleration, it's not like it's gonna maybe be like still 3 assists to get takeover. So it's not like a significant boost from like something like Sponge, where like Sponge, you get everything. Like say for instance, your teammate get a block, your teammate get a rebound, your teammate does anything. Like to boost their takeover, you're getting a boost to your takeover. Acceleration is just making it faster for whatever you do. So I would say Accelerator is really this year just usable. I wouldn't even say it's like nothing crazy. It's not top tier. It's definitely not broken or anything. It's just usable. And I think a lot of people gonna still use it like to the highest maximum whenever they do get it, because it's Accelerator. That's been the best takeover for the past couple years. But this year, I don't think so. Decelerator slows down how quickly your opponent achieves takeover. I'm gonna be honest, takeover is so fast this year that Decelerator actually has some use this year. I would say this is usable, and I would put it higher than Accelerator. I don't think like the negative takeovers are really that crazy though ever. I've never really thought that. Extend the length of time that takeover stays active. You can damn near have takeover with this for damn near a whole quarter. And takeover is so easy to get this year. You can get in like 3 to 4 made shots or 4 assists. It's so easy to get this year. Broken. It's so broken. It's like ridiculous. Like you're pretty much gonna have it for the rest of a part game. You playing whatever you playing, it doesn't really matter. It's just super easy to get. Juice, another one. Like I just went over the takeovers. Every single takeover that you pop, you get plus 10 to that whatever that category is. With Juice, it doubles that. So now you're getting plus 20. Come on, bro. Like say for instance, like I was just saying, you can get any takeover on any build. Say for instance, you're a big man, you have a 55-3, you pop Juice with that. That's all the way to a 75. You already was shooting at 55, you're gonna be automatic. You can put this on anything. Whether you're a guard that have no defense, you want to pop defensive tape, go crazy. You want to do anything with this, you can do it. Broken. Has to be. I think Extender is still better because it lasts for so much longer, but the fact that you can double how many you get on your attributes, crazy. Minimizer, opponents activated takeovers don't last as long. So this is pretty much opposite Extender. Like this is a cancel of Extender. I would say this is Minimizer, because if you think about it, anybody that doesn't have Extender, you're gonna be half and how long they have it. So say for instance, like I feel like it's maybe like a mid of in game. Oh no, it's like 9. I think every single percentage is like a second. So 100% is like a second. So it's gonna count it down. So now it's like 50 seconds for real. So yeah, it's gonna have that. And then Extender, it has that too. So it's cool. Saboteur, however you say that, but when a guarded player commits a turnover bad shot, there gets a larger penalty. I don't really know what's the point of this, to be honest. I guess it's a bigger deal, so it's easy to get people cold. I guess it's like the point for real. So if it's easy to get people cold and it makes it a lot harder for people to get take for every single bad thing you make them do, I can see this either being top tier or usable. I think with the defense in this game, it may be top tier, because I'm gonna be honest. Hey, the defense in this game, and that may be for real top tier. That may be top tier for real. I'm not even really high on some of these like red takeovers, but that one actually may be pretty good in this game, because you get a lot of bad shot selections in this game. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've seen people shooting wide open middies missing. Bad shot selection. Miss a dunk. Bad shot selection. Miss a wide open 3. Bad shot selection. I'm not gonna lie. You get a lot of bad shot selections in this game. So, hey, that one may be actually even broken. I ain't gonna lie. Until they patch that broken shot selection or bad shot selection. Second chance. My big use is this. So there is some use. So if you're like a person that only goes for Kobe or Mama mentality, which is pretty much all the takeovers, second chance is really good, and we know how long takeover lasts on this game. But besides that, I would say it's just usable. I would put it behind Accelerator personally. Sponge is top tier. It's literally the highest top tier. It's not overpowered. It's not something that needs to be patched. It's just really, really good. It does exactly what it's meant to do. That's just what it is. Stay warm. Takeovers won't drain as quickly when performing poorly. Don't use. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. Again, like I was saying, with the way defense is in this game, if you're playing clump a lot, that actually is a pretty solid one. I would probably go for something that makes me get my takeover faster. No, I'm still putting it don't use. Because, yeah, I would still go for something that makes me get my takeover faster. So, say, for instance, like Sponge, I would go for something like that where even if I'm not playing good, my teammates can kind of just get me out of cold, get me out of anything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, Sponge really is, like, damn near impossibly cold. Because there's no way your whole team is, well, if you're playing with randoms, it kind of is tough. But, you know what I'm saying? Suppressor, opponents with an active takeover receive smaller attribute boosts when you are guarding them. This one is cool. So it's like, it's half it. So if you have juices like 10, maybe, or it's just 5. It may just be -5 every time. So if somebody has juices, maybe like 15 still. And if you're like somebody that just had regular takeover, it's -5. So you still get +5, but you still get all the in-game abilities. So it's like, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I may even say this is another don't use. Because like, if it did badges too, it would probably be big. But it doesn't. It just does smaller attribute bonus. So nah, I'm good. I'm good. And that probably be my takeover tier list. Extender and Juice are the best ones in the game. Sponge is right there behind them, but I just don't think it's overpowered. Needs to be patched. I think these are two both really overpowered. May even need a nerf. Saboteur actually came around to it during this video. Minimizer. You kind of understand that. Decelerator, accelerator, second chance, stay warm, suppressor. Those are the takeovers. I personally, my opinion on them for the perks. That's my rankings of every single takeover in NBA 2K24. You guys do want more? Make sure to like the video. I will be giving a top 10 badge video very soon, so stay tuned for that. Jump shot, everything coming very soon, so stay tuned for all that. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. Out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!